lesson 76 on multiplying fractions. This is a super-duper important lesson, so please pay attention. When we multiply fractions, the sizes of the parts change, so they become smaller. In other words, when we've added and subtracted fractions, the denominator always stayed the same, right? That's the size of the parts. It always stayed the same. Now that we're multiplying, it's going to change. And most of the time, not most of the time, all of the time, the denominator is going to get bigger, which means that each part is actually getting smaller. All right, so 1/2 of 1/2, if we're looking for half of a half, it means 1/2 times 1/2. So of, in these cases, whenever you see we're looking for half of a half or 25% of 75 or anything like that, when you have that word of here, that actually means multiplication. That's what we're looking to do. We need to multiply those numbers. So I'm going to often put this into a little phrase that says we want to know what's half of half, or what's 1/4 of 7/8, or anything like that. It's always going to mean multiplication. To multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. You're going to multiply the numerators, and then you're going to multiply the denominators. And then you'll simplify them if the fraction can be reduced that you end up with. After we're really comfortable with that, I'll show you a shortcut that's a way that sometimes you can simplify before you multiply. But for right now, just practice multiplying straight across. So if I were to multiply these two numbers, I would multiply 1 times 1, and I would get 1, and then I would multiply 2 times 2, and I would get 4, and so 1/2 of 1/2 is 1/4, which makes sense. Think about it, okay? You got half of $1, you got 50 cents, and I want to take half of 50 cents, and what do I get? 25 cents, which is 1/4 of $1. So that's what's happening when we're multiplying fractions. Here we go. Bruce found 1/4 of a pizza in the fridge and ate half of it. What fraction of the whole did he eat? So to solve these questions, you need to think about, what is it really asking? It's asking, what's half of 1/4? There was 1/4 of a pizza in the fridge. If I drew a picture, right? I have 1/4 of a pizza in the fridge, and he ate half of it. So really, I'm concerned with this spot right here. I want to know what is half of 1/4. So I told you, when you want to find the of, you always multiply. So we want to multiply. We've got 1/2 of 1/4, which is 1/2 times 1/4. All right, I'm going to multiply straight across. 1 times 1. 2 times 4. So my answer is 1/8 of a pizza. That's what he ate. And if we look at our picture, that makes sense. Half of 1/4 is 1/8 of the whole. Okay? I'm showing you these pictures because when we're multiplying, we always expect the number to be bigger than what the number was. And really, 1/8 is smaller than what we started with, which was 1/4, but the denominator got bigger. So it shows that each piece is smaller. All right, example B. What is 1/2 of 3/4? What is 1/2 of 3/4? Okay, so we want to know, what is 1/2 of 3/4? Told you how to multiply, right? We just go straight across. So I'm going to rewrite that as a multiplication, just to be extra clear. We'll multiply straight across. 1 times 3, 2 times 4, and so our answer is 3/8. 3/8 is 1/2 of 3/4. And if I were to show that with a picture, again, we're dealing with fourths. So let's say that we have 4 spots and 3 of those were shaded in. 1, 2, 3. And I wanted to know what half of those were. I would have had to have split this whole thing into 8, and then I filled in half of that and these 2, and so I have 1, 2, 3 sections out of 8 sections filled in, and so my answer is 3/8. All right, what is 1/5 of 2/3? This is the last question. I want you to try it on your own and bring it to class tomorrow. Go ahead and get to work.